Our self-esteem depends on how we see our qualities. If we are rich, tall, and healthy and think that these features are positive, our self-esteem will be high. If we are alone, poor, and sick, and think that these features are negative, our self-esteem will be low. People often think these values are fixed, but history shows they're not. Long ago, having fair skin was good because it meant a higher social status. Nowadays, being tan is seen as positive. This shows that what we value in ourselves can change. Values can shift when things are connected. If we link a bad quality with a good one, the bad one seems better. Marketing uses this idea with testimonials to make products look good. We want to do the same for our negative qualities that bring down our self-esteem. So, we made some videos pointing out common negative qualities. For each one, there's a list of people who share it. Knowing that we are not alone may help to render them less negative and more tolerable. Enjoy watching and learning.
Andreas Nikolaus Lauda, 1949 to 2019, was an Austrian Formula One driver and aviation entrepreneur. He was a three-time F1 World Drivers' Champion, winning in 1975, 1977 and 1984. Lauda was seriously injured in a crash at the 1976 Nürburgring Grand Prix, during which his Ferrari 312 T2 burst into flames, and he came close to death after inhaling hot toxic fumes. He suffered severe burns, but survived and resumed racing just 6 weeks later at the Italian Grand Prix. The Japanese Grand Prix was run on the Fuji circuit under torrential rain in October, less than 3 months after the accident. Lauda, on the second lap, returned to the pits to withdraw from the race. The track conditions, for the Austrian driver, were too dangerous. Hunt went on and got the placement necessary to win the title, with only 1 point ahead of the Ferrari driver. The disappointment caused by Lauda's decision attracted heavy criticism from the Italian press and from Ferrari. James Joseph Croce, 1943 to 1973, was an American folk and rock singer-songwriter. Between 1966 and 1973, Croce released 5 studio albums and numerous singles, but he had a difficult start. During this period, Croce took a series of odd jobs to pay bills while he continued to write, record, and perform concerts. His fortunes turned in the early 1970s. On September 20, 1973, the day before the lead single to his 5th album, I Got a Name, was released, Croce was killed along with 5 others in a plane crash, at the height of his popularity. Croce's parents wanted him to pursue a normal career and were very disappointed by his commitment to music. His first album, Facets, was released in 1966 and printed in 500 copies, financed by a wedding gift from his parents, which was given to him on condition that he recorded a disc. The parents' hope was that the disc would be a failure, and Jim would calm down and prepare himself for a respectable profession. In fact, all 500 copies were sold. William McKinley, 1843 to 1901, was an American politician, 25th President of the United States of America. He is best known for winning an electoral campaign, supporting the high protectionist rates and the gold standard against bimetallism, which remained memorable for the harshness and intensity with which it was fought and for having victoriously waged the Spanish-American War for the possession of Cuba, then a Spanish colony. His mother was prodding him to become a Methodist minister. When he told her he had decided to become a lawyer, she was very disappointed. The day before McKinley's presidential inauguration, McKinley remarked to their mother, "Mother, this is better than a bishopric." John Piero Ventura, born 1948, is an Italian football manager. He began his coaching career with the youth team at Sampdoria in 1976. He debuted in Serie A with Cagliari in 1998, and also managed Udinese, Messina, Bari, Torino, and Chievo. On June 7, 2016, Ventura was named coach of Italy national team. Under his leadership, Italy failed to qualify for the 2018 FIFA World Cup after a 1-0 aggregate loss to Sweden in the playoffs. This was the first time since the 1958 FIFA World Cup that Italy had failed to qualify for the tournament. In the events after the match, Ventura stated, "I apologize to Italians for this result. It's horrible to see a World Cup without Italy, but it's done now and I can't do anything about it." He also added, "My record is one of the best of the last 40 years. I lost only 2 games in 2 years." After refusing to resign, 2 days following the defeat, Ventura was sacked.